Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. It has come to my attention that only about 10% of you are hitting the like button. So remember, if you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. And it has also come to my attention that less than 40% of you guys watching are not subscribed, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. We got a little bit of overcast going on this morning. It's a nice temperature though, so we'll take it. First things first, you guys see this auger? We need to pull this out. And that's because we got bend guys coming. When they first built this bend, it had a design flaw where water was getting in where the straight wall met the diagonal wall. So the bend company came out and did an update for this bend, but it was still leaking. So they came out again and they put this black stuff here, but guess what? It's still leaking. As a result of the leak, it ruined the inside of all these sheets in the cone. So now they're all rusty and grain sticks to them instead of sliding down. We called the bend company. They said they're gonna stand behind it, but they're gonna be sending people out to work on this. So that's why we need to get this stuff out of here. And Daddy Cornstar should be here any minute, but we can get started without him.
Guess who's here, Cole? Guess who's here? Guess who's here?
Morning, Cole.
We're gonna jump around today. We got Ryan back, guys. So now we're back to the combine. Ryan's gonna tell us what we can do and we'll get started. And
Hopefully today we get this bearing put on.
that's our goal. 8 hours, put a bearing on. I know in the comments yesterday, somebody asked, is it common for some of these parts to go out, like the rim to crack out? You got a lot of weight on a machine. This rim is getting some age on it. Yeah, things do wear out, they do crack. The other stuff we're doing, original stuff yet on the machine, except for the unloading auger. It's gonna wear out, so we're replacing it.
And don't forget the video where Cooper did a one-wheel stand on it.
Ryan, a lot of people have been saying we put a lot of money into this combine and we should just get a new one. What do you think about it with this combine?
It depends on what you're looking at for a new one. If you want to look at a 2588, which would be like 8 years newer than this one, it would still cost you about $60,000 to trade, and you're not gaining nothing because it'd be the same combine. So you can just do the math on that. If you're looking at a 9240 or an 8240, which would be quite a bit bigger, it's going to cost you a couple $100,000 to trade. So I say we keep fixing it up.
And then even if we get one that's 8 years newer with lower hours and everything, we may get that home and find out it's gonna need $10,000 worth of repairs if they didn't keep up on it. So now you got that much more in that one. And then one thing too, if you respect these machines and take good care of them stuff, they can go a long time.
Have you ever thought about yourself as being a glorified lawnmower mechanic? Because combine is a glorified lawnmower.
I used to work on lawnmowers in high school. You got it?
I got it.
Don't worry, if you fall, I got it on camera.
Got it? Yep. Come with it. Get inside.
I just got instructions from Professor Ryan. I'm gonna crawl under the combine and I'm gonna find this piece that's all wore out. Gonna take all the bolts off of it and then we'll stick this one in, see what I can mess up.
These are just a little guard on the side, but when the wheel broke, the axle came up and it bent these up on both sides pretty good. So I just laid them out, tried to get them straight. They're not gonna be perfect, but I was just telling Cole maybe we should lightly sand them down, take some case paint them red so they look a little nicer. Otherwise, they're gonna just sit there and peel. Just look nicer. And then this is the other little dent that the wheel came up and hit it when the axle broke, but we might be able to put a little block on the other side and lightly put a little pressure down, but don't want to crack the paint.
Hey, I got it out. You didn't do a very good job of cleaning the combine up, Dad.
At least it's been in the heat and dry all winter, so it's not sitting there sweating every day and rusting away.
Man, that's a big rim. You think that would fit on my Geo, Ryan?
Yeah, let's try it.
Special today was made right. So we got made rights.
Oh, sure, very well.
Ah, it was a good lunch. Back to the combine. So right now I'm up in the cab tearing some stuff apart. The hydro cable, it snakes all the way through and into the machine and then through here all the way to the back. I gotta put a new one of those in. So we're gonna go fishing for some wires for a little while. I just about got her fished out and then I gotta put the new one in. Ryan decided to go home. He said he wasn't feeling very well. Since Dad and I don't really know what we're doing when it comes to up here, we're just working on the stuff on the combine that we know how to fix. So there's two things Dad and I can still do to the combine. First thing is we need to pull off the wheels, and then we're gonna repack the bearings. And then this top piece on the trash spinner needs to be replaced with the new one. I guess we can also paint these, so that way they'll match the rest of the combine. She's coming along. That's the one. Good as new.
What you getting figured out on the machine there, buddy?
I'll show you. Come along. I got the new piece on.
What, does that just go over the old shaft? What's that do, push in there?
Yep.
Oh, geez, I didn't realize that was, and that's heavy. Okay, well that's interesting. Hey, Roger. Roger. Meow. Roger. Hey, buddy. Roger. Roger. Hi, buddy. Come here. Roger's just a little scared of people yet. So we're just repacking the bearings on the combine is what we're doing. It's kind of a messy job as you see, but it's something very important to have good wheel bearings, and we check them over and these are in real good shape. Cole cleaned them all up and now we're repacking them with new grease and they'll be ready for this harvest this fall. It's one of them jobs you just don't like doing because it's messy, but you just gotta do it.
We got everything pulled off. We cleaned up all the old bearings. We cleaned off all the old grease. We repacked everything. We put the assembly back on. So now we just gotta put the tire back on. And the dust cover. This is the fun part. One more to go. This one's not fun.
This one has fluid in it, so that tire is really heavy.
While we had the wheel off, we remembered we had a piece back here that was cracked and we ordered a new one. We just hadn't put it on yet. So we pulled the old one off and as you can see, it was cracked. So now we should be good to go there. And then also when we pulled off the hub, we got looking at the bearings and the spindle and they were really dry. Dry as in there was very little grease on them. Metal and metal contact is not good. I don't know why there wasn't much grease on this, but that stuff happens every now and again. When bearings don't have ample grease, they wear out faster. This one was starting to get some wiggle in it and the smaller one felt fine. But we kind of figured while we got the wheel off and we're already replacing one, we might as well just replace both of them. As well as the races that are inside the hub here. So then we know we shouldn't have any problems with those wheel bearings during the season. The name of the game is to have as little downtime as possible. Man, we're dragging out a lot of tools. It actually didn't go on half bad. Now I'm gonna do some cleaning because it looks like a war zone over here. Daddy Cornstar is doing some professional body man stuff right now.
There's some side panels on the combine. We got them pretty well straightened out and they're looking a lot better.
Ah, it looks so much better in here.
Not really.
Ouch. Looks like Dad's gonna change some filters in the 340. Well, Nave and I run off and do some yard work. Nave just couldn't resist taking her bike for a ride. We're gonna let her ride around because I need to check the fluids on this truck and then I'm gonna bring the dump truck over to one of my friends' house. He's gonna borrow it to take in a load of steel. And I also need to dump it because it's full of wood. We're here. It's a big skid loader. Let me take that back, guys. We were going to do some yard work, but then this happened. Sometimes we're just at the mercy of the weather. I guess this puts us at a good place to end the video. Remember, if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions, write it down in the comments and hit the subscribe button so that way you'll be notified when I post new videos. That way you can keep up with our journey here on the farm. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.